Friends, welcome to USA Old Coins, where we uncover the hidden secrets and treasures behind ordinary-looking coins. But before we dive into today's video, a small request: if you enjoy our hard work, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Your support encourages us to keep researching and creating more videos on rare and valuable coins. And yes, if you also have an old or unique coin in your possession, make sure to tell us in the comments. Who knows, that very coin might become the topic of our next video and could even change your destiny. Now, let's talk about the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it looks just like an ordinary coin, but in reality, it's a historical treasure, highly sought after by collectors, worth anywhere from thousands to even hundreds of thousands of dollars. In 1965, the United States made a major change in its coinage system. The 90% silver coins were discontinued, and for the very first time, a copper-nickel clad composition was introduced. This transition is what makes the 1965 quarters so special to collectors, because that same year we began to see transitional errors, doubled dies, misstrikes, and clipped planchets. For example, a transitional error: quarter accidentally struck on a silver planchet, once sold for $12,650 at auction. Other double die coins and off-center strikes have also fetched thousands of dollars from collectors. Experts believe that although the U.S. Mint officially stopped using silver in 1965, a small number of silver quarters were mistakenly struck today. These are known worldwide as the Holy Grail of Washington quarters. So, if you happen to own a 1965 quarter, take a closer look under a magnifying glass. Do you notice doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust? Is there unusual clipping or misalignment on the rim? Does the weight or surface suggest it might have been struck on silver instead of copper-nickel? If so, you might be holding a hidden treasure. The coin collecting market has seen massive growth over the past 20 years. Coins that were only worth a few $100s in the early 2000s are now selling for several thousand. This means that if you own a rare 1965 quarter today, its value could continue to rise even higher in the future. That's why the first step is to have it certified by a grading service like PCG's or NGC. Certification proves its rarity and can multiply its market value. After that, you can sell it through heritage auctions or even list it on eBay. Serious collectors are always willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. And don't forget, preservation is everything. Keep your coins in protective holders or capsules. Avoid touching them with bare hands, and protect them from scratches, fingerprints, and moisture. If your coin is truly rare and high value, storing it in a safe deposit box is the smartest choice. Collectors often say that the 1965 Washington quarter dollar is not just a coin, but a turning point of history. Every error, every unusual strike, and every tiny doubling could lead you to a treasure that might just change your life. Friends, now let's talk about some other fascinating aspects that make the 1965 Washington quarter dollar even more special. Many people think that errors are limited to strike issues or doubling, but the reality is that 1965 quarters also feature rare planchet, composition errors, edge details, and rim misalignments. Some coins were discovered with incomplete reeded edges, making them instantly recognizable. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for these coins because such technical minting flaws are extremely rare. Another major factor that boosts the value of this coin is grading. If you own a 1965 quarter in uncirculated or high mint state, Ms. 65 or above, its price can be many times higher than that of a normal circulated coin. Auction records show that high-grade silver transitional errors have sold for over $12,000, while some exceptional double die coins in pristine condition forced collectors to pay as much as $15,000. But it doesn't stop there. The psychology of coin collecting also plays an important role. Collectors are always chasing coins that are not only rare but also carry a strong historical story. And the 1965 quarter fits this category perfectly, since it represents one of the biggest transitions in U.S. mint history. That's why many people don't see it as just an old coin, but rather as a long-term investment whose value continues to rise over time. So, if you want your coin to bring in a massive return in the future, make sure to protect it properly, get it professionally graded, and keep an eye on auction platforms. And friends, once again a humble request. If you also have any rare or special coin in your possession, let us know in the comments. Who knows? That very coin could become the topic of our next video, and maybe, just maybe, it could be the coin that changes your destiny.